faithful loyal YouTube subscribers. Today it is Monday, August the 2nd. The year is 2021. So over the weekend, COVID cases have spiked all over the country. With the state of Louisiana, the mayor released a report saying that the 911 call centers were overwhelmed by so many people who are sick with COVID calling 911 that the emergency EMS could not handle the calls and the volume. That's scary that so many people in New Orleans are dealing with the Delta variant and that they're so sick that they can't even, there's so many people are sick, they're dialing 911, they're sending out ambulances, they cannot get to all of these people with emergency care. Bad situation down there. However, Florida takes the cake. In Florida, many hospitals are packed in Jacksonville, North Florida, and South Florida. They're at their maximum limit for ICU and intensive care patients. But Governor DeSantis, he's a doozy. The governor of Florida, he's got to be Ron DeSantis. He's got to be, maybe he's related to Donald Trump. I don't know. But he's got to be one of the most ignorant governors this country has ever seen in decades. It's almost weird how he has responded to this. There's an article that says, while hospitals in our state were filling up, DeSantis was shouting about freedom over Fauciism. About Bernard Ashley, a Miami cardiologist who leads the state's committee to protect healthcare. If DeSantis were as concerned about stopping COVID-19 spread as he was by coming up with these clever jabs about Dr. Fauci, we might not be in this position. So Ron DeSantis, he doesn't want masks, he doesn't want lockdowns, he doesn't want social distancing, he don't want nothing. He just want people to just catch COVID. The only thing I say, but here's the deal. Ron DeSantis is going to have his dance with the coronavirus, you better believe it. COVID-19 is going to show up on his doorstep when he least expects it. And then when coronavirus shows up, then she will demand a dance. And he will have to dance with her. And then once the finished dance, that we'll see how that dance works out. Some people dance with the coronavirus, they go on back home and they do well. Some people dance with the coronavirus, they end up on a ventilator, then death. But I cannot wait for the coronavirus to show up at Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida's home, for his dance, and that day is coming. But over the weekend, in South Africa, a well-known actor, producer, wealthy actor, producer, film director, all of the above, like their version of Tyler Perry. His name was Shona Ferguson. He's an actor, director, filmmaker, television shows. He died from COVID-19 complications on July 30th. I've seen his stuff on Netflix. I've watched some of his movies, some of the things that he has. I watched a TV series that he did. Very popular, well known around the world, a wealthy man who died from COVID-19. The question I have is, did he get the vaccination? I know these vaccines are just so controversial, it's just ridiculous. It's just getting to the point where either you want to take the vaccine or take a risk. Obviously, he chose to take the risk without the vaccine, and that didn't work out too well in his favor. I keep reading all these negative, crazy comments about these vaccines by black folks. I really didn't know black people could be so anti-medicine to the point where they would lose their life. I thought it was just a fluke. My sister was not taking her blood pressure medicine. I took my blood pressure medicine. I was just thinking, I thought maybe it's just something that, But what I'm learning is a lot of black folks are very anti-medication. They want to do this holistic, natural berries and wheat juice and they don't want medicine that can save their lives. I find it very strange that they don't want medicine that can save that. This man who passed away, Shona Ferguson, however you pronounce it, from South Africa. He died, he was only 47 years of age. Died from COVID-related complications. I'm willing to bet $1 million that man had access to these vaccines, and he chose not to do them for whatever reasons. I am pretty sure he has some access or could get the vaccines very easily. He had money, he had wealth, he was well known. He could have flew into America and got the vaccine. He could have flew anywhere and got it, but he chose not to. That's the thing that's concerning to me. When we choose not to participate in something that can save your life, is troubling to me. We're never going to get out of this pandemic if large groups of Americans do not take this vaccine. And they don't want to take it. I done talked to so many people, the negative. Everybody's so dead set against this vaccine, they're not doing it. But we all know in between the meth and the coke and the drugs and the singing, the dancing in these nightclubs, I find it very odd, just strange. So many people that look like me, and we know all white people doing the same mess too, they're all against these vaccines, but this seems just very, very strange to me that so many people have hunkered down in their position. I'm not taking it. Some of these people who are saying this are actually dying from COVID. That's the interesting part. You'd rather risk the possibility of catching COVID than taking a vaccine. You'd rather take your chances with having a COVID infection, pneumonia, possible blood clots, might need a lung transplant. I've read all this crazy stuff. They'd rather take that chance than do this COVID vaccination. I don't understand it. It's just odd. It's very strange to me. But in Atlanta a week ago, or a few days ago, a young woman was killed at Piedmont Park. This is not the first murder at Piedmont Park. A few years back, maybe about 10 or 15 years ago, there was an African-American man stabbed to death in the park too late at night. This woman was stabbed to death. Unfortunately, when that man died in Piedmont Park years ago, I don't remember the type of news coverage that because he was a black gay man, I don't remember the type of news coverage that this particular woman is gaining, who was killed. It's national news. And it's just, had the park, when that first man was killed many years ago, had the park did what they said and did, install cameras and security in the park at nighttime, foot patrols to keep people out of the park, I don't think the second incident would have happened. So I really wish that the city of Atlanta police had stuck with putting cameras. After that man was killed many years ago, 10, 15 years ago, they put in cameras and all this different stuff. But I guess they now after this white woman got killed, you better believe they're going to have cameras all over the place. And police officers everywhere. But we'll see. I hate that weren't. There's some Piedmont Park is probably to me one of the more attractive parts of the city to live in here in Atlanta. It's a beautiful park. It's very nice. It's just a beautiful place. And for that woman to have lost her life over there at the Piedmont Park, stabbed to death, it's sad to me. Very disheartening. But back to COVID-19 for a minute. Y'all need to stop sending me these articles and links and videos to all these fake doctors and nurses. And I've never seen so much false fake news, false, all made up. it's troubling to me that so many people, you pass this stuff around, nobody's vetting this stuff. Nobody's making sure that this stuff is real. You send me these links and I read this mess and I'm like, what? And then what is this mess? Everybody says, look at this, look at. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, y'all. I live in reality. I can't go around here, believing in fake stuff. One of my clients was telling me that he doesn't believe in. He don't want to take the COVID vaccine. Then he said he went on a list of things that were all fake. That the World Trade Center was bombed. And they didn't smash a plane into the Pentagon. That was bombed too. They never saw the plane. I'm thinking. Then when he said he went so far as back to say that they never landed on the moon, that was fake. And I was sitting here right here on this couch, just looking at him like, okay, this motherfucker needs some medication. I was easing on like, you need some medication, badly. But that's what they believe. And so when you have people who believe in everything's a conspiracy, everything's against you, everything that happens is, he even made the comment that building that collapsed in Florida, they bombed that building in Florida. I'm like, okay. I was sitting there thinking, and I've met so many black folks who think like him, my sister. But they come up with these, they sit on the internet and they look at all these fake, false, produced docudramas, so to speak. And I saw something last night. We have a news anchor here in Atlanta, Javita Moore, going through brain cancer. And I was Googling her because I wanted to find some information about her. I filled up this fake website. And what the website said, that I put about Javita Moore, the news anchor who has now uncurable brain cancer, they had a picture of her getting her COVID-19 shot. And in that shot, it said, and in the picture, it said that Javita Moore got it for shot maybe 2 weeks later or sometime after that it was discovered to have brain cancer. So I guess they were trying to say that the little shot she got of the Pfizer, whichever one she got, I think it was Pfizer, they're trying to say that caused her to have brain cancer. Because she has been diagnosed with an uncurable form of brain cancer. I don't even know what to say to that. I really don't know what to say. I read that mess and I was just thinking, this is what people see. They get on the internet and they find these stories of this fake mess and they believe it to be authentic and real because, well, they saw it on the internet. They should have never gave you niggas the internet. That was told by Rick James. They should have never gave you niggas the internet. It's sad that people focus so much on all this fake stuff. I can't live my life consistently concerned that everything is some type of conspiracy theorist against black folks. They try to get us. They try to get black folks. You have a worldwide pandemic that's in every country all over the world, but they're really trying to get black folks in America or black folks in Africa. They try to, population control. Well, if you don't take the vaccine, you're right, it is population control. If you don't take the vaccine and COVID snatch your ass up and choke the shit out your ass and you die, yeah, that might be a form of population control, so I guess I have to agree to that. It's scary. We would have never been able to eradicate diseases like polio or measles or mumps if people didn't take vaccinations. We are going to be stuck with COVID-19 for years to come because of people's dumb behavior. They don't want to do the right thing. We're going to be stuck from quite some time to go. I think it's incredibly sad what we're going to be going through. We should have, I really thought by this time, them vaccines available, we would be out of the woods and everything would be great, but that's not the case. Now, last night I went to dinner. I went to a local restaurant near me. As I was driving to the restaurants, I saw all these other restaurant people standing outside. So there was a lot of folks standing outside these restaurants. Why is it so crowded? I'm like, shit, I might as well go back home. So I got to the restaurant I was going to. I got there, was a crowd outside the restaurant. I'm thinking, these people lined up. So I walked up there to see what was going on. they weren't letting people in the restaurant but a few people at a time, and all orders had to be to go. Because they didn't want, I guess they said something about the city of Atlanta rolling back something, I don't know. But all the restaurants I passed here in East Atlanta had closed their doors. You had to wear a mask. You can place your order to go only, which is what I was planning on doing any damn way. So I looked at that online. I said, shit, I'm be here all late. Then the girl came out to bring on some food, and the girl who normally takes my order, she said, Mr. Hampton, you getting the same thing you normally get? I said, yes, I'm getting the same thing I normally get. I said, yes, same thing. That's all I wanted. She said, okay, I'll take care of you. A few minutes later, she came out and had me a receipt and took my car, and I paid for that. And she brought me my food. I was so happy. I felt like VIP. I was starving. Child, she could have went in that kitchen and just grabbed up any damn thing. I would have ate that shit, honey. I did not realize I was going to run into this pack of people in these restaurants. Everybody standing on outside on the curb. I mean, a lot of people, I think a lot of folks were just as shocked as I was. Because people probably, I'm thinking normally restaurants pack people in dinner, eating wine, drinking, having a good time. Not last night. They were standing outside, hungry, trying to get some food. They get in their car and get on down the road. So she brought my little food. I tucked it in I grabbed it up and ran my ass back towards the house. And another thing, my electricity went out again, twice in the past 48 hours. Went out Saturday night for about an hour or two, came back home. Then yesterday, it went out before I went to the gym, about 2:30, 3 o'clock, and it didn't come back home until about 7:38, somewhere in there. But I was gone mostly at the gym, and then came back home and took a shower. It was still off, and I'm going to get something to eat. By the time I get back from getting my food, my little vittles, so I can eat. After I did legs yesterday, I did legs too. So I was like, yo, legs, teach them out. Fuck y'all motherfuckers. I did legs. So, actually, I do a very hard workout on my legs. It's just I'm just tall, you know. You have to understand, I'm 6'2". What kind of legs? I'm not. You want me to have? Everybody want me to have legs like a bodybuilder legs. I mean, that's a lot of work. Shit, I have to do legs. I'm working on it, but F y'all motherfuckers. My legs look good. I don't think about your asses. I did legs yesterday. And when I was in that gym yesterday, it was empty, mainly empty. And I saw a doctor that works at the hospital right over in that area. We talked before he came up and we talked. He said, this is different. We both had our masks on. He said, this is different. He said, this is more serious. It's getting worse. It's harming more younger people. Now, this is a doctor who he's of Indian heritage, but he works at Emory. You know, I knew him from the gym, but he would see me when Earl was in the hospital. I would go over there, and then we started talking. But this time he said, this is very serious. Take all precautions. I said, I've been vaccinated. He said, please make sure your family members are vaccinated. This virus, the Delta variant, it's very aggressive. I mean, he was telling me all the stuff that's going on at the hospital. Of course, I had no clue because I don't go to the hospital that frequently. But I listened to what he said, and I wasn't discounting everything he said. I listened to what he said. I said, okay. He said, it's very serious. Be very careful where you go, what you do. Make sure you're vaccinated. Always take your mask on. Which I have several new masks. I went and bought some more masks on. And I'm listening to the guidance. You know, I'm not listening to these crazy people on social media saying, don't do this. It's fake. I don't have time for all that mess, y'all. Because I saw Earl when he was in that hospital. And I know what Earl went through, and I don't want to go through that. Now I have other friends in the hospital going through something similar as Earl. And I'm reading reports of these people dying. There was a girl in Jacksonville. Her fiance, who was 35 years of age, passed away. Her mother and her grandmother all died in Jacksonville within days of each other. And her fiance, who died, was 35 years of age. His father passed away, too. So that woman knew 5 people who had passed away in a short period of time, on top of the fact she had just got out of the hospital from having COVID. I don't know. I mean, y'all, help me. I don't even know what to say at this point. We're gonna be stuck in this because people want to do what they want to do. They don't want these vaccines. They don't want nobody to tell them what to do. Even if the jobs demand that they get the vaccine, these people are willing to quit their jobs and not go to work. I'm not taking that vaccine. And so if more and more people say, no, we'll never get to herd immunity, we'll never be done with this mess, and the virus is just going to keep on mutating. And mutating. And mutating. Eventually it'll get to the point where the vaccines don't work for anybody. And then you have to come up with another vaccine. The article about Javita Moore, and the article was trying to say that she had gotten her COVID-19 vaccine, and a week later or 2 weeks later, she had a brain cancer. So I was trying to research just to see if this could ever be accurate. And I couldn't find anything in regards to the virus causing her brain cancer. However, I did find about that particular brain cancer Javita Moore has is something that it takes a while before you recognize it. It's not something that can just happen in 2 weeks. They're trying to say that she got the vaccine and then she got brain cancer. Well, blasted me or something, I don't know. It's ridiculous. But the views that this particular news article had, or fake news, whatever it was on some website, and the millions of people who were reading this stuff and commenting. Everybody was reading and commenting. And they had all these other stories by all these other folks. It was just a lot going on that website. Now, this website is not a well-known news organization. I don't know what it was. I Googled Javita Moore, and then this shit popped up, and I was reading that. And I said, but I'm looking at this stuff and saying, oh, this is fake. But everybody else was reading and saying, oh, this is real. And I was trying to figure out, well, who's the author of the stories? What is their background? What is this website? Couldn't get no answers. It was fake news. Literally fake news. But everybody in them comments was believing every word they read. Because it's on the internet. They believed it. They should have never gave you ignorant motherfuckers the internet. The internet has made people brain dead. Because they see it on the internet, they believe it to be factual. Because I saw it on the internet. I saw it. It's like, okay. We doomed. We're doomed. This country, with these brain dead individuals on the internet, like the zombies, reading on the internet, oh my God, no. We doomed. We're going to be stuck in this for quite some time to come. Interesting note that the complex where I live at, these people are hauling their ass out of here. There's a new complex across the street, is empty. The complex, all this shit is empty. I ain't got no neighbors in a minute. My other neighbors, 2 neighbors leaving. I'm like, where my neighbors going to? So I might be leaving too. They come over here talking about some of that rent going up and they're renting. If they show me that lease is going, I'm going to say, I tell you what, y'all can have this townhouse and paint them walls back white and get the hell on. I need to go. I was hoping the coronavirus would have bit half America in the air so we could get these home prices back down so I can afford to go out here and buy a house cash. That ain't happened yet. So, we're in a bad situation here in America, around the world. And we're going to be stuck with this for some time to come because people are so hell-bent on what they saw on the internet or what they heard from my cousin or the dog or the mailman. It's just a friend of my cousin's best friend's niece dog told me that her dog friend's best friend. It just goes on and on and on. And none of it makes sense. None of it. I don't think Javita Moore got brain cancer from her COVID-19 shot. I don't think that's true at all. But people read this in that article and they believe it to be true. So in their minds, it is true now. Because they read it on the internet. Well, any old way, I'm about to finish drinking my coffee. And I'm going to sit here and work on some stuff on my laptop for the day. I'm waiting for a package to get here. They ain't coming in Saturday. You know, the worst thing was sitting around waiting for a package and you get a text saying your package has been moved to the next day. So sick of these people. You sit there waiting. You know they got porch pirates out here stealing this shit. You got to be able to sit there and guard your shit. I got cameras at all spots. And I got everything on. Just sitting there waiting, watching her. I grab a little package. There ain't nothing in there but something to me. I don't want nobody else to steal it. I had some shirts I ordered from this website. Big old box full of the shirts. And the package got here much sooner than I expected. So I was able to lay on the couch sleep. And actually, the doorbell rang. I'm like, who is this? And I looked, it was the mailman. I had to race down there and get my damn package. Big old box was grabbed it up because I knew as soon as he ran off, somebody else was going to run and grab my damn T-shirts. So I had some more T-shirts coming today. I need to get my shit. Anyway, please subscribe to my channel. Click like if you like it. I want to hear you all's thoughts and opinions about this vaccine. This is very concerning to me. How so many people have rejected taking this vaccine. How so many people, no matter race, color, background, income, a lot of folks have said they're not doing this. And we're going to be stuck in this for quite some time to come. We're going to be stuck in this pandemic for a while. Maybe years behind this mess. Anyway, today is Monday. It's August 2nd, the year is 2021. I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. I look forward to reading you all's comments. I'm out.